Good morning, everybody. It's Jennifer Ann, and I thought I'd pull over on the side of the road because this is just a beautiful view of my home state, Nevada, and it makes me so proud to live here, born and raised. And I wanted to kind of collect my thoughts with you today. As I've been going around canvassing with the young, I have had an overwhelming wake-up call. When I ask them why they're not coming out to vote, because I'm telling you, when I ask if they're registered to vote, they will tell me yes, but when I ask if they're showing up to vote, they're telling me no. As a fellow millennial, this shocks me. But what I'm hearing them say, when I'm listening to them, they're telling me they're scared and they're fearful. That we have ingrained so much fear into these young kids. And I know I'm not much older, but I can definitely see the difference right now on how much more fear is in them than it is in me. And when I stop and I think about that, I think that that is really sad and really scary. This weekend I had the opportunity to walk through our parade. In Nevada, we celebrate our birthday, and we have the Nevada Day Parade. And there was people booing and screaming really ugly words, really mean words. And we had children with us. Children. And it shocked me that in this world, we don't know how to love each other. For our differences, by the way. You know, I have many friends, so I can speak on this, that have different point of views. And you know who you are. We get in disagreements on Facebook all the time. And we have good old arguments. But you know what? They're arguments. They're disagreements. I love those people. I love everyone in this world. And it really makes me think deeper for the people that have so much anger and so much hate in them. That they're so angry because they don't even know what love feels like anymore. So of course it makes me want to love them even more, you know. But to get back to the young kid part, I was sitting with a bunch of kindergartners about 3 or 4 months ago, and the electricity went out at the school. When the electricity went out, I remember when I was a kid, I don't know about you, but that was very exciting. We were excited that we might get sent home for the day. But instead, I watched fear roll over all of these children's eyes, thinking that there was a shooter or something bad was happening in their school. I had to reassure them that that's not it. It was just electricity. It was just a storm. And it was a while back, but that story sticks with me. That our kids are terrified right now. If that does not encourage you to want to learn to communicate with the other side, the person that you don't agree with, you don't want to learn to sit and talk to see why they have that point of view, then I don't feel you're being very American. We are different here in America, and I'm darn proud of that. We are allowed to have an opinion, and I am darn proud of that. I encourage a good debate so I can learn, and maybe someone else can learn from me as well. But we aren't teaching that right now. We're not. You know, when I hear people booing in a parade, I'm going to switch hands here. It makes me really sad that they couldn't just sit there and support somebody else having a different opinion. That when their crew walks by, let them cheer loud and let them scream, and when we cheer by, let our group cheer and scream. And let's just love each other for that. Instead, we have people that are terrified to even cheer for their own person because 2 people behind them are screaming hateful things, and they don't want to get into an argument. They don't want to seem like they're on the other side because then they're terrified of what that person's going to do to them. When did this become our America? There are certain people in power right now that are making that okay. And you know what I think? I think this is a bigger plan to tear our country apart. We are tearing ourselves apart. We don't even need a terrorist to come in here to scare us anymore because we're doing it to each other. I believe in my country, and I might have a different point of view of you, but it's still our country. It's our country. We live in this beauty together. So I'm going to encourage you to talk to your neighbor today. And even if it's someone you disagree with, I want you to find love in the conversation and find compromise. And even if you don't agree to disagree. And I encourage you to go out and vote. Red, blue, whatever you want to stand for. Make your voice heard. It's important. But no more with hate. No more. My children are growing up in this world and I can't see them learn this. It's a whole nother perspective that I never had as a child. I grew up believing that I was an American and we can be different and we can stand up for what is right. And sometimes standing up for right isn't easy. Sometimes it's hard because we have to put ourselves out there. But I believe in all of us and I believe you can do it. And I want to make this next generation safe again. And I want them to know that their opinion matters. That's just what's on my heart today. And I thank you for taking your time. I'm going to be sending so much love